Hello students, welcome in the next lecture of subject highway engineering. In previous lectures we had discussed the unit number 2, that is the geometric design of highways. We had discussed some parts of that unit. In that we had discussed some geometric design parameters of highways. In previous lecture we had discussed the one geometric design parameter of highway, that is gradient. Now see what is a gradient. The rate of rise or fall along the length of the road with respect to horizontal is called as a gradient. This is the gradient. Then we had discussed the objects or the what are the purpose of providing gradient. There is a 4 objects of providing gradient. This is a we have discussed in previous lecture. Then we had discussed factor affecting the gradient. There is a 8 factors which can be affect the gradient. Then we had discussed the types of gradient. There is a total 6 types of gradient. In that, first is ruling gradient, second is limiting gradient, third is exceptional gradient, fourth is average gradient, fifth is floating gradient, and sixth is minimum gradient. Hope you all remember these points. Then we had discussed the IRC recommendations for gradient. Now after that, in this lecture we are going to see the next geometric design parameter of highway, that is a sight distance. Now see what is a sight distance. The distance along the center line of road at which a driver has visibility of an object stationary or moving at a specified height above the carriageway is known as a sight distance. Sight distance is the distance along the center line of road which can be visible for driver. That is when we are going to travel on the road, when we are drive a vehicle, the distance which can be visible by our eyes is the sight distance, or the sight distance is the length of road visible ahead to the driver at any distance. That is the length of road which can be visible for driver it at any instance is the sight distance. Now see this picture. In that, this is the sight distance when this is the vehicle which can be travel on a road. The vehicle is goes in the this direction. See the cursor. When the driver see this distance from this position, this is the sight distance. Hope you all get the concept of sight distance. What is the definition of sight distance? The distance along the center line of the road which can be visible to the driver. Now the next point is the standards for sight distance should be specify the following conditions. That is a conditions for standard sight distance. First is driver traveling at the design speed has sufficient sight distance or road length visible to stop vehicle in case of any obstruction on the road ahead without collision. That is when any obstruction on the roads, then driver traveling with the design speed, that is the maximum speed on the road, the driver is have visible sufficient sight distance. Then second standard condition is driver traveling ahead should be able to overtake slow moving vehicle at reasonable intervals without causing obstruction or hazard to traffic of opposite direction. That is when the driver traveling, when he is going to overtake the slow moving vehicle, then the driver is able to easily overtake this slow moving vehicle, that is this driver are have visible the front side of road or the opposite direction of road. Then the third condition is the driver entering an uncontrolled intersection, he should be have sufficient visibility to enable him to control his vehicle in order to avoid collision with other vehicle. That is, while traveling, the driver have sufficient visibility at the front of road to avoid the collision with another vehicle. Then the next point is factor affecting side distance. Now see which factors affect the side distance. First is speed of vehicle. The speed of vehicle is affect the side distance of road. Then second is the fractional resistance of the road surface. That is the fractional resistance of road surface or the friction factor of road and tire of vehicle is also affect the side distance. Then height of driver's eyes. Height of driver's eyes is also affect the side distance. Then slope of the road surface. The slope of road surface is also affect the side distance. Then inspection time and brake reaction time, that is the time which can be required to brake the vehicle or to stop the vehicle by brakes. This time also affect the side distance. This is the factors which can affect the side distance. Then the next point is types of side distance. There is a 4 types of side distance. First is stopping or non-passing side distance. Second is overtaking or passing side distance. Third is intermediate side distance. Fourth is lateral side distance. These 4 are the types of side distance. First is stopping or non-passing side distance. Second is overtaking or passing side distance. Third is intermediate side distance, and fourth is lateral side distance. Now see, the first type of side distance is stopping side distance. Now see the definition of stopping side distance. The clear distance ahead needed by a driver to bring his vehicle to a stop before meeting the stationary object to the road is called as a stopping or non-passing side distance. That is, the distance is required when the vehicle is going to stop. This distance is stopping side distance. That is, when the vehicle is go to any stop, then this vehicle have to stop there. The side distance required for stopping is stopping side distance. The clear distance ahead needed by a driver to bring his vehicle to a stop before meeting a stationary object on the road is called as a stopping or non-passing side distance. Now see, this is the side distance diagram. This is a vehicle, see the cursor, travel in this direction. When this is travel in this direction on this curve or on this horizontal curve, then the driver of this vehicle is visible the distance from or up to this vehicle. This visible distance is known as a sight distance. It is the line of sight distance and it is a obstruction to vision. Here is one obstruction which can be obstruct the vision of this vehicle, but along with this obstruction, the driver of that vehicle is see the this vehicle, that is the sight distance, or this is called the sight distance. Now see the problem of problem of stopping sight distance. This is the problem of stopping sight distance. Calculate the stopping sight distance for a road having design speed of 16 kilometer per hour. The brake efficiency is 50% and reaction time at driver is 3 seconds. The design speed of one vehicle is 16 kilometer per hour. Then the efficiency of brake of that vehicle is 50%, and the reaction time is 3 seconds. Now see the solution. V is equal to design speed is equal to 60 kilometer per hour. It is a given in problem. Then reaction time T is equal to 3 seconds. Then coefficient of friction is 50 divided by 100, that is 0.5. That is a brake efficiency is 50%. Then the coefficient of friction is 50 divided by 100, that is equal to 0.5. Now the formula for stopping distance is v square divided by 254 f plus 0.278 v. The formula for stopping sight distance is v square divided by 254 f plus 0.278 v into t. Now the put all values into this formula. V is 60, that is a 60 square divided by 254 into f is 0.5 plus 0.278 into v is 60 into reaction time is 3. Then after calculation the answer of stopping sight distance is 78.386, that is equal to 78.39 meter. That is the stopping sight distance for this vehicle is 78.39 meter. Hope you all get this problem. Then the next type of sight distance is overtaking sight distance. Now see what is a overtaking sight distance. The minimum distance open to the vision of driver on a two-way road to enable him to overtake another vehicle ahead with safety against the traffic from opposite direction is called as overtaking or passing sight distance. That is the distance which can required while the overtaking the vehicle is overtaking side distance. Now see in this figure, this is the overtaking side distance. That is the vehicle A have to overtake to vehicle B. Now while overtaking vehicle B, the driver of vehicle A should be clearly see the road in the front of vehicle B. Then the distance from the vehicle A to the front of vehicle B, it is the overtaking sight distance. Then the next point is the minimum overtaking sight distance depend upon the following factors. Now see which factors is required for minimum overtaking sight distance. First is speed of overtaking and the speed of vehicle coming from opposite direction. That is the first factor is speed of overtaking vehicle and speed of the vehicle which is come from opposite direction. This speed is one important factor for overtaking distance. Then second is distance between the vehicles, distance between two vehicles. Then rate of acceleration of the overtaking vehicles, rate of acceleration of overtaking vehicle, it also the important factor. Then skill and reaction time of the driver, the skill or reaction time of the driver is also important. This is the factors which can be depends on the or the overtaking side distance is depend on these factors. Hope you all get the overtaking side distance. Now see there is a now see what is the side distance. The distance along the center line of road at which a driver has visibility of an object which can be stationary or moving at a specified height is called as a side distance. Then the side distance should be satisfied with the following condition. There is a three conditions of satisfying the side distance. Hope you all get these three conditions. Then next point is factor affecting side distance. There is a five factor which can be affect side distance. First is speed of vehicle, second is the fractional resistance of road surface, third is height of driver eye, fourth is slope of the road surface, fifth is precipitation time and brake reaction time. Then next is the types of side distance. There is a four types of side distance. First is stopping or non-passing side distance, then overtaking or passing side distance. These two are we had discussed in this lecture. Then third is intermediate side distance and fourth is lateral side distance. These two are we are going to discuss in next lecture. Now see the stopping side distance, the clear distance ahead needed by the driver to bring his vehicle to a stop is stopping side distance. Then we had discussed this problem of stopping side distance. Then next is overtaking side distance. The distance which can be required to overtake the vehicle is overtaking side distance. Then next point is the minimum overtaking side distance should be have or should be depend on the following factor. First is speed of overtaking and the speed of coming vehicle, then distance between the vehicles, then reaction and acceleration of overtaking vehicle, and skill and reaction time of the driver. On these factors the overtaking distance is depend. Hope you all get this overtaking. Then the intermediate side distance and lateral side distance is we are going to see in next lecture. Hope you all get the concept of side distance and the two types of side distance, that is stopping or non-passing side distance and overtaking or passing side distance. Thank you.